Hi guys, hello people, good afternoon and welcome back to my channel. My name is Cheche, Iloka, and this is my channel. And first of all, we have a beautiful guest. She's been here before with Judith.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, and this is her second time on my channel. Officially your second time, but unofficially I think your third or fourth time. So today we're talking about growing up in Enugu. And you guys know we are 042.
Enugu brought up.
Enugu brought up. So Yatago that now reside in Europe.
Europe chapter.
Europe branch of Enugu brought up. So yeah, Bubu and I grew up in Enugu. Relatively close. We both grew up in Acha layouts basically before life. We migrated to one day, and I think I'm still in Acha layouts.
Yeah.
Ekwechigo.
Time.
So, we grew up in Enugu, and this video we were talking sometime, it was last week or last 2 weeks, and we started saying about growing up, and we were like, oh, maybe we should do a video just to reconnect with fellow people that or others that grew up in Enugu around that time. So we would start from 2008 to maybe 2015, 2016, before, that's when we were more aware of our surroundings and our environments, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, you all know that I'm from Anambra, but I'm also an Enugu girl. I am an 042 babe for
because
life.
you grew up in Enugu.
Yeah, because I was born and brought up in Enugu, even though I'm from Anambra, I'm there in sense of I don't know their way of life so much. I just know village life, like Christmas. I don't spend more than 2 weeks in that. I don't think I've ever spent more than 2 weeks at a stretch in Anambra. I don't think so. I spent the better part of my life has been in Enugu, so I think I'm more of an Enugu girl. Anambra boka izafa. So Bobo is from Enugu. But introduce yourself. Let me introduce you.
Okay, as you guys already know, my name is Ebube.
Hi Ebube.
My name is Ebube, Cheche's friend.
Yeah.
I know you guys already know me, so. And yeah, like she said, I am from Enugu, born and brought up in Enugu, from Enugu, never left Enugu, did secondary school, did primary, secondary, university in Enugu. True. Enugu babe, true and true. I'm such a local girl.
We're local.
Yeah, so yeah, from Kano, in Enugu, Kano local government, and my town is Abugo. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm married to an Isoka man, so I'm from Isoka now.
NSK for life.
NSK for life.
Okay, so yeah, so I think we have some kind of authority to talk about growing up in Enugu.
Yeah, we do, because
my own is
Enugu lived through. We lived through Enugu and it passed through us too.
Honestly, and for me, my mom, my father, everybody around me grew up in Enugu. So basically, this video, like I said, is just to talk about growing up in Enugu. I tried to get some prompts from ChatGPT, but
of course, our guy GPT, my guy.
So yeah, I think the first thing we should talk about is first of all, let's talk about the values people that grew up in Enugu have. Chat didn't tell me that, but that's where I want to start.
Okay.
Yeah, what do you think about it?
So, Cheche and I were having a conversation that also led to us deciding that we were going to make this video, create this video. We were talking about how Enugu children or people who were brought up in Enugu are like timid, not in a bad way, timid in the sense that we are not innocent. I would say innocent and naive. Yeah. Enugu girls, most especially, they are very much mannered, they are very cultured, and yeah, that's it. And because people always say that Enugu girls are beautiful, and I would tell them that it's mostly because you don't see Enugu girls anywhere. So it's when you put yourself out there that people would see. So people will see the people out there. Enugu girls are always out and about, unless in recent time because things have changed. But way back in 2008, 2009, to at least we're very much aware of our environment data. So that's like, I would say that we have very grounded values.
Exactly.
Yeah. Enugu girls they are not the kind of girls that you call up and they
show up in your
and
house.
they show up in your house. They're always the kind of girls, let me ask my mother, let me tell my daddy. So
Yes, now.
so yeah, that's what I would say when it comes to values. Yeah, well mannered children. When I mean Enugu girls, we don't mean people from Enugu. We mean people who were brought up in Enugu, whether you're from Imo, Anambra,
grew up in Enugu.
Yes, Ebonyi, Enugu, anywhere, but you grew up in Enugu, you find that the background and the environment also play a very big role in the way that you act and the way you approach life.
Yes, exactly. And so I told Ebube when we discussed this, I said to her, Bubu, there's something I noticed about Enugu girl, people that grew up in Enugu. There's this vibe that we have. We're not too loud, we're not quiet.
Yeah.
So it's like a blend of the mix. And there's always this that's when you're 040. It's like this there's this we know when to be loud and make noise, and we know when to step back and leave the scene, so that we don't because, and if you know anybody that grew up in Enugu, you know that I would say it's gladly with my full chest that in the 5 states I would rather have somebody that grew up in Enugu, because
she always says
I'd rather someone that grew up in Enugu, because there's Anambra, I'm from Anambra. Those people are too loud for my liking. They're too making noise. No, it's too much. Then Owerri, we all know what Owerri looks like.
Please, no offense.
No, now we are just yabbing ourselves. We are siblings now.
Yeah.
It's like we're 5 siblings and we're yabbing ourselves. Then Abana, Abba goes like Abba
I don't know, like
there's a popular song say Abba Chagonye Bagaba Abaway Manabro Makamugu man
exactly. Abba does not have any movie in their midst. Every Abba person HQ your mind go there.
Your mind go there. Then we Ebonyi, we kind of so a part of our life, about 3 years of our life was spent in Ebonyi, so we can't get there.
Yeah, I just know that Ebonyi people are not also loud like that.
No, they're not loud.
I think because of the whatever that happened during that time, would like address them as violent people.
Yeah.
Just like refer to them as violent people, but they are not. I think it was this stereotype.
It's
now.
Stereotype that
it happened when that's fight between Ezan and Ezilon and Ezi or something.
Whatever.
So that was what made most people from Enugu start, like, we not start seeing people from Ebonyi as like violent. They're always bringing out a knife and fight, but it's not true, because when you get close to them, they also, but I can't say much about them.
We didn't really,
because we did not really meet. But I have some Ebonyi friends, but they also lived in Enugu, so it's just like they are Enugu people too. So I don't have anybody I know that actually lived in Ebonyi. So even when we're in school,
even though we schooled in Ebonyi, the vast majority of them wasn't from Ebonyi.
They were exactly. Federal Government College. We schooled in a Federal Government College. So there are people from all over the country. Like,
we didn't have some.
Like,
we are not previewed to a lot of people from Ebonyi. And Ebonyi, like I said, like my friend rightly said, is kind of calm. So you got, but Anambra, my people now, we know ourselves. They make noise too much. They shalaye. So now the next thing we're talking about is songs. Songs that we grew up listening to, from Yeri.
Flavor.
They were passing on you. Chini baby.
baby,
when I come in, I wanna know, chili, darling, darling, darling. You know?
Honestly, those moments where we formed the call of us, like, because like growing up in Enugu, they used to call Enugu small London at some point when Sullivan was still the governor. Like,
some red, desperate chicks. And it trended last year.
Yes. Enugu used to be very calm, cool. Enugu used to be a place where if you like come back from abroad, you just come and stay there because
I think it's still kind of cool now.
With everything going on.
Yeah,
but yeah, it's still when you compare them to the other states in Southeast, you still have to choose Enugu. I mean, it has deteriorated from what it used to be to something else right now. I am not proud of the Enugu we have today. Let me just say.
Enugu used to be very, very.
It used to be very sweet. It used to be
just civil servant.
So you know the life in Enugu.
Very simple.
Very simple.
And affordable.
Can you just picture? Have you read what's this? Chimamanda or Chinua Achebe's Arrow of God or No Longer at Sea. You know how life was then with when Obi Okonkwo came back to Lagos, how he was just working as a civil servant, had his own apartment, his own small car. Evening life was just all about just going to the bar.
Like Chinua Achebe's Chimamanda's Purple Hibiscus Cambili.
Chimamanda's Purple Hibiscus Cambili. So that was the life in Enugu. Enugu
was easy.
We didn't have rich people in Enugu, like not very rich people.
Even if you are rich, it's
just you know, the kind of rich people you find in Enugu are people who are able to afford 2 cars. Like the mom has a car and the father has a car, and they live in a very small.
We go for mass
and
block rosary.
You know, you go to. It was a very small, very peaceful, beautiful place. There was no need for kidnap because nobody had that kind of money.
Most people knew most people,
and we're just civil servants. Our parents were all. If you meet somebody, you know that there is a very high chance that the person you meet has a civil servant parent.
Yeah, is it that civil servant or business parent?
It's always like that.
And the business not something extravagant to like shop, where there,
able to make a living.
Yeah.
When you go back to the village, you come back with mango, give to your friends.
Everything was so simple.
Very simple life. We're just living.
It was just church, markets, work, school.
We go to church, and at the time, Pentecostal churches were not rampant. It was just Catholic church, Anglican and Methodist, and most people were Catholics. So you meet your friends, is either from church or from school.
Yeah. And at that time in Enugu, it was really simple. We never used to have loud music everywhere. Everyone was so simple and natural. Everybody in Achali house knew each other. It's like, okay, so Achali house is for the middle class family.
They were doing well.
Yeah, we were doing so well.
Not the middle class that cannot buy 1 bag of rice now.
No, we buy 1 bag of rice. No, we
good life.
We feel no buy plane tickets, but we do okay.
We know there are nothing like travels and trips. No, we could go to the village though.
Well, that way. And you can, it was a lot of songs. A lot of these musicians came up from Enugu. Flino, Flavor, Ublis, Stormwreck. Stormwreck was a big deal that year.
She was a big deal.
Yeah, a lot of them came up from Enugu. But let's leave music and the rest, and let's go to food.
We did street food the whole lot.
Yeah, Okpa dioko,
Agidi, Iloka, Fio, bread buns, diet,
Cheche.
Hi,
Enugu has food.
Akara. In the evenings. Right, do you know I traveled to Enugu last year and I felt bad. I cried because around 7, they're already calling to come inside. Because that time at 11, not like we're living one big nightlife. No, people were always frying.
Yeah, stuff, plantains and
by the roadside.
Potatoes and akara.
At 10, you could still go down the road, buy akara and fried yam and tomato sauce.
We'd not call it abacha. It was abacha. Carrying abacha.
They will put their abacha
inside nylon.
And
they will say, "What's here in abacha?"
Media cow. they'll put a miracle for you. Then you open it by the tip,
and
they leave the end.
And a lot of times we had those roasted yam.
Yeah.
Roasted yam. And
there was always roasted yam. We did not have bole.
It's not bole. That's also roasted yam. Bole is Port Harcourt.
But this bole that is really in Enugu now is new. Is new to us.
It was always okpa. You cannot go one street without seeing okpa.
No, in the morning they all just walk around and enter compounds. But ice cream. All those ones that like the ice cream man that I know in our street that time passes by every 12 noon. Like every noon he passes by. So each time he passes, he'll be asking me, Daddy, I want a cafe cream. Daddy, what ice cream na cafe? I say, oh yeah, you
and then and I don't know, but they also sold soya milk in Enugu.
Soya milk and zobo now.
Soya milk was sold in with buns.
Saccharin.
Saccharin. That ice cream that no used to have any taste.
Just put it inside nylon, tight and freeze it.
Honestly, so Enugu, and I don't know about you, but in my school, primary school that I get, there's this caramel sugar. They will make sugar and put it inside the stick.
Yeah,
stick and paper.
Yes. I think there was a name they called it. I can't remember.
Oh, sweet. It's sweet. They call it sweet in my school. Okay. But it is broom.
Yeah.
They cut the broom
and they wrap
it. You know when you boil sugar, it caramelizes.
Yeah.
It will get brown and So we did it a lot in my school. I think it was 10 naira, 5 naira.
Everything that time. Once they give you 10 naira for pocket money for lunch break. My father does not even encourage giving children money because he says that giving children money will make them to start stealing. So he would always encourage my mom to give us lunch box. But my mom, in her good and benevolent heart, she would give us 10 naira. From that 10 naira, things were sold to 5 now. A boa 5 now. And they made a boa 5. Maybe agidi a boa 5.
Agidi jollof.
Agidi jollof now. It's still my favorite up until now. I'm even craving it.
You go cook them.
When I was pregnant, I almost ate it in my dream. So they'll give you with 100 naira. If they see you with 100 naira, they'll report you to teacher.
Honestly,
they'll report you to your teacher because you stole obviously with 100 naira.
1,000.
No, there's no how you tell me your mother gave you 100 naira. Your father gives you.
The highest like 50.
50 is for you and yours.
And for people that have families. I remember going to write WAEC. The day I wrote junior WAEC, my mother gave me common entrance. I've not eaten. My mother gave me 15 naira.
And that's, during common entrance, they used to treat you like one big
honestly
king or queen.
15 naira. In my head, I was like, Jesus, also 15 naira.
Okay, I was small for it. I think my father gave me like maybe 100 naira or something.
But that time it was not as cheap as it used to be when we were way young.
Yes.
It was already
the street was already 29.
Yes,
Street.
Things
were already changing.
This one they were bad.
No, I know that each time we went to take all these external exams, my father would prepare us, my mom would prepare us academically and now equip us with maybe some funds so that say it's because you not eat well. That was why you could not write well. So my dad would want to do everything for you so that the day he will prepare you, the day he will remind you that you wasted his money, you have enough proof that I gave you 200.
I gave you 200. Okay, so that's food in Enugu. And Enugu is home to a lot of food, a lot of natural food. So outside that, then there's fashion.
Ash
level. I'm keep
my money grows like grass. Then there was this slippers that was trending then that had bow tie that they said it was original rubber that they sold for 700 or 500.
Nah, that Enugu fashion. There's that skirt, 7 colors, different colors of skirt.
Yeah, and
you can wear them. Get where they sell up and wear them. All of us now
First of all, the original, the one they call the original will come out. They were selling for like 2005.
Yes,
other people.
Run with the vision.
We hit the ground running with the vision.
They run with the vision.
And then produce massively.
And everybody's wearing the same clothes. You'll be wondering what's going on. How is it going on? So that's really the thing about fashion and Enugu, food, lifestyle, and there's parties. But
like there were like a lot of parties that happened then, and that was the period when hosting, you know,
Bashes.
secondary
school bashes.
bashes, and oh, we had orange room, even though we did not attend anyone, but
Yeah, we are just nonsense.
we were just anywhere.
Yeah, we didn't know anywhere. I never went for any party, but there was a lot of bashes going on that day.
And
where is that place? Opposite that place that Chidi wanted to go to with his friend. Opposite Cherries, I be what?
Cherry or what? I can't remember.
One thing you know about it has a lot of outlets. Enugu has a lot of outlets, a lot of hotels, a lot of lounges, a lot of I can't keep up.
Yeah.
Then let's talk about Enugu likes to keep fit. Okpara Square. Enugu likes to keep fit.
Yeah.
So I grew up going to Okpara Square because my grandmother is obsessed with exercising. So she would drag us to Okpara Square and they would say, and they would sing and sing and run around the Okpara Square. And I said, it was good. Now in that Okpara Square, some people came to exercise, some people came to find men, some people came to eat food. Anyone. Anyone. You will see some people that came for exercise 7 o'clock, 11, 12, they are still there. You'll be wondering what's going on.
You'll be wondering if that's still exercise.
Honestly.
Another thing not enter.
They are still there. Another thing about Enugu, another thing I got about Enugu is apart from keeping fit and even street exercises, because now we stopped going to Okpara Square. We now in my street there's like everybody in the street will come out for exercises. I don't know if there's another
but there is this other trend in Enugu, or was it, would I say was a trend then, like there were schools, they were very would I say popular, that like you would want your children to go to, and it's just as if when you meet someone you already know that it's either they went to a federal school or they went to UNEC or they went to Command. 3 of these schools were the like popular schools where you meet people. Somebody said I know a lot of people from Enugu, and I'm like, I don't know those people. They were either my classmates or my brother's classmates, or I don't know them, but it's just that we went to the same school and we just know peripherally about one another and nothing else. You'd see like Alex Unusual was my brother's classmate in Enugu, and then there was this other girl that went to BB Niger. What's her name? Very fine girl, was my senior in ONSEC. When I was in ONSEC, she was in SS3 or SS3 when I was in Jersona. I remember I would always admire this girl because she had this beautiful banana legs, like that. Each time they would dress up, wear their skirt and do Ashley for and carry their bag, it would be hitting their bumbo. They asked him, I said, when will I grow to this looking, I should be walking. Very beautiful. Junior student, me, I just be looking at her. Like, so it was a trend then. Parents always wanted to put their children in the best schools, and I would say that it really helped us, because if not for Federal, I wouldn't have met Cheche. And the people I know in my life now, most of my friends are doctors and engineers and barristers. You know, like if you go through my comment section, you would see I'll always like hype them. Thank you, doc. Thank you, barrister. Because like it was as if we had the same values. Like Enugu parents don't have money, but one thing they will do is push you. They might even go for loan to put you in the best schools. Like
you go to the best schools.
You go to best schools where you meet people of like
might not be so high class, like not
those kind of schools.
Might not be like
we're talking about schools that you don't have to
green
break banks. All those ones are very ridiculous. I'm sorry.
They are ridiculously expensive.
I mean, if you can afford them, why not? But if you are a civil servant that takes home 200k. At the time, I'm not even sure they were taking home 200.
It was not up to 200.
And you now take on you and your wife put funds together, it will be like 250 or 280. You look for, if your father now brought down money to now send one to 50 something, you know, 1 out of 5, you know that they are doing something right, you know. So I think that was it.
We had that trend in Enugu, and what else did we have in Enugu? Then there's Ogbete, our popular beloved Ogbete. We're always going to Ogbete. Then,
and when you now go with your mother, she greet 1 million and one people the way while you are carrying the bag.
You carry the bag. Never would not say, honestly, and let's not forget our beloved. Isini bine no be but go ba.
Wow. Those little buses that move from. My mother would call it merry-go-round. That was what they called it then.
It would take
you from the other end of Enugu to the other end
of Enugu. You know, there's Baba, there's out.
And then you enter Baba as a child. They will collect 10 naira from you, but you can never sit down because once an adult comes in, you stand up.
And those people in those buses, they used to say, syphilis and
syphilis erus.
Then it's only in Enugu that
gonorrhea.
It's only in Enugu.
We don't know. Oh yeah, gonna.
It's only in Enugu, and you will not hear
when they've not even started patronizing.
Nobody's
already saying that we are struggling.
In this state, they're saying, I'm not here. Could you try me? I had to not disappointed.
Yeah, we're here. I say no more. I have the cure. One medicine that can cure everything.
Enugu people, they are so funny. Like, Enugu is fun, it's cool, it's beautiful, and it's loving. It's really cool city. It's really cool.
It's such a chill city.
Very
people
chill.
there are laid back. I just love the laid back nature of Enugu. In a world where people are just struggling, the hustle and bustle of the city just holds people, lock them in that they don't even get the time to take a step back and rest. The city of Enugu just gives you that moment where you are just nobody, unless now, times have changed, things have changed.
I just left Enugu this year.
Yeah, and things have changed really because the world, I think everybody's trying to be like everybody. People go to Lagos and they come back, they want to say, in the Lagos now, Bambo. I mean, we cannot be like them. I know Bambo, man. I hustle like that. Just like Onisha. Onisha na Bambo. But we cannot be all that. Everybody do you get? So you don't bring back that. What now makes the difference? Exactly. You now want us to be the same. Everybody in Enugu, like if you say I see mother saying 35,000 because I mean those people in Lagos, they are making the money because it's like the capital city. It used to be the capital city. That's where everybody Then when you come to a state like Enugu, you adapt your business to that city and the ways of life of the people there, and even down to their income.
Exactly.
Because how do you say that you prepare one big lounge? It's in all back 35K, Lagos. Now you know. I don't know patronize you. I'm sorry.
Some things is don't bring it back.
Just leave it.
Don't bring it back
the way it is. I mean,
and we're not going to finish this video without talking about Didi Name.
Oh, please, where is Didi Name?
Where is Didi Name?
If you have his handle, comment under this post.
Honestly.
Let's follow him on IG. Didi Name made our lives very memorable. Like he made our times, especially that time when we didn't have Android phones, smartphones. Use your Nokia touch and listen to Didi Name's program at every 2 p.m. Dream FM.
But I don't like it. I don't know where he is, but I wish he would come back to the scene. We miss him.
He was the best OAP
in Enugu. Everybody was struggling to listen to the radio. We kept
and everybody, if you enter a bus 2 p.m, the guy will be like, radio, people can't get everybody in the bus will be listening and everyone will be happy. Both the young and the old were enjoying his program. program.
Connected
It was so fun.
Yeah.
You just call to, he was just a free therapist. You
Yeah.
call him, you'll be like, if it's relationship problem, you say, my boyfriend, rapukwamo, or business in the member course again. Rapu that guy, Bawado.
You know, it was fun. Did you know is a big part of it? I'm sure no child around that 20,
like around that kind 2014 and 2013. It was 2012,
2011, 2012. So I think around that season, within our age, they are 20. In fact, anybody within 28 to maybe 24 or 20 or 25 would know the dynamic. Would know the dynamic. And
what are you saying? I mean, you would say everybody from 24, 23 now down to even 40. You know the dynamic because we were younger then, and we had older people who were like 25 listening to the dynamic. Most times we don't even have phone. Those were the people we listen to the dynamic through their phones or devices.
Exactly. So and again, before we were like this, no phones, nothing. Before phones started coming in and social media started, I decided to go to give me rude boy underscore.
That time you want to write one review and say, I miss you at you.
It was to go. I never did to go. Weird. I've said that to people many times.
Okay,
I never did to go.
You did not.
I did not do to go. I never did to go. And there is what's it called? The next one was Ping.
Me, I did not do that one.
Blackberry.
Yeah.
Because the way iPhone take the craze people this year or this period, now the same way Blackberry craze people.
Blackberry was even worse.
Honestly,
people lost their lives.
They even did Blackberry madness as in movies. Honestly,
because of Blackberry, a girl travel to this thing that is happening now where they kill girls or because you want to get iPhone, you want a guy to buy something for it has been happening. Honestly. It's been like that since time immemorial. It's just that with every generation we try to act like it's worse.
It's never happened. Yeah, so
it's worse now.
Yeah, and that's it. I think we've come to the end of this story. this memory lane.
I feel like we did not cover everything, so they should also tell us.
Yeah, like, please tell us.
Like, let's connect. Like, if you are from Enugu or you grew up in Enugu around that time, please tell us what your experiences were like. Like, just tell us during the time of Keep, during the time of To Go, Blackberry, hosting, doing talent hunts in secondary schools, and during the time of what was that his name? Kenkatas.
Kenkatas. Oh my god! But I didn't do Kenkatas. I didn't meet Kenkatas in Enugu. I met him in Ebonyi. But he was going around that man.
Honestly, the man was something else.
How can you sit us for hours and tell us to read? And I think he went around the federal schools in Nigeria.
A lot of things that he did though. He went around secondary schools. I don't know. Some people said he motivated them, and there were people that he motivated at the time. Happy for them, but if you were around,
I was hungry that day.
Our friend won the competition.
Yeah, she's baby.
She's a nurse.
She's a
now.
nurse now. Yeah, I'm sure he motivated.
Yeah, he motivated, of course.
Oh, how can you sit and you don't turn? And you don't.
So,
like in Katas, kilo day. But yeah, that was 28 to 2015 or 2016 in Enugu. That was what it's like.
And even after that, we don't know.
Even after that, we still don't know. We wanted to like sit down in front of the camera and just mesmerize.
Yeah, we did not even write down anything, but
just freelance.
Let this be interactive. Let's
unscripted. Please, if you remember anything that we forgot, just type it down, put it down in the comment section. Please remember to subscribe to Ebube's channel, Ebube Ayogu. I'll place it somewhere. And yeah, just keep telling us what we forgot, and see you in our next video. All the best, and bye.
Bye.